Okay, we got a flat roof system here, chimney leaking. This is just right. I'm just about ready to step right through this. Chimney's been leaking for a while. All the tires cracked. This needs to be all completely disassembled and flashed and sealed the proper way. The roof itself is in pretty poor condition. The adjacent wall flashing is almost non-existent, and the vertical wood is rotted out. Down at this bottom window, it's in real bad shape. Water's been getting underneath here, and all this darkened area here, you can almost fall through the roof. It's that thin. The upper roof is an EPDM roofing, which is a fully adhered system. Good product. However, they treated their edges kind of funky, and they got this little flashing here that, as you can see as I pull this apart, this isn't even adhered. So any water coming in is getting underneath this flashing right here. Okay, you can actually see how it's lifted up in some places here. So water's coming off the edge, getting underneath and behind this siding, and obviously getting in to the interior wall. This is at the drop, or the acoustical ceiling, and that drop ceiling downstairs. This window is shot, the sill's shot, the siding needs to come off. The a full wall of new siding with new flashings. This roof has got to be redone down here too. There's no tying into the old roof. And instead of letting this water just come off the edge down into the gutter, they ended up putting this strip cap. So what that tells me is that one time this was a ballasted, or this had gravel or stone on it, and that keeps the stone from falling off the roof down into the gutter, and the water table builds up and goes in. Well, you can't get this bituminous to seal to this, so this is all rotted out on this bottom edge. This whole bottom edge going across the whole perimeter is rotted out on the front and the back. So if you picture all the water trying to come in, it has to climb up over that ledge to get off. And it was fine with the old roofing, but they never can get this bituminous to stick to that old metal properly. So the roof has to be stripped, re-roofed. New EPDM wouldn't be a bad idea to make it, the same as up there. This wall, all the siding has to come down. The wood siding comes off. Window needs to be replaced, and the new membrane of the roof has to go up the wall and then over with new siding and flashing. And in this, we hopefully the rubber isn't too old. We would end up putting in a nice wide, probably 4-inch by 2-inch aluminum, 027 aluminum, prime it and seal it and flash it to this existing roof. And this vinyl siding that we see here wouldn't have such a rise in it. This would be down lower, so the water can just travel over it down to the lower roof. And then of course the chimney's got to be reworked. So they got a lot of tasks, a lot of things to deal with here. That I believe it looks like there's just this layer of bituminous on top of an old coal tar pitch, which is going to be a bear to tear off. There is no insulation between the two of them. So there's a constant heat loss that hits here, and I'm sure it causes a lot of icing. So the gutters are going to have to be replaced also as part of this whole system. I'll give them the option for helmet heat there to let the ice get off the roof edge. Even though the EPDM would be a good product to prohibit it from coming into the house, but it would be kind of a peace of mind to do that. And the outside windows, the lower windows where this air conditioning unit is, these are shot and rotted out. I was able to actually stick my finger underneath into sills underneath that air conditioning unit. So we got 2 back window units here that have to be replaced, and the AC come out and go back in. And then of course this small little window here. So I got to do some figuring. I get it together and let these people know their best options. But they have no choice but to replace this roof and redo this. There's their 2 primary problems here. And as long as moisture can get in, the ants they just thrive, and that's evident inside. We'll keep you posted.